Hey guys, Future Sofa here. I'm still sick, as you can probably tell, but just prefacing this whole video with an update that came probably about 7 days ago. So the artist I talk about in this video, the kind of the topic, they have reached out to the artist that their video targeted, and they are working on a follow-up video, I believe, which is good. So I want to go ahead and give this disclaimer of, hey, good job. I think this is great. I don't know what you're going to say in your video, and I'm hoping it's much more respectful and much more grounded than what you originally posted. But I am still posting this video because I feel like the topic itself is much more important than just that single action, just that single video. This is something that still needs to be talked about. So, enjoy the video in my non-sick voice.
Hello, I'm a duck. I did not want to have this conversation now, but I think we don't have much of a choice. So, let's talk about it. Artists and AI. Artificial intelligence boasts many amazing advancements in technology, but one place I personally do not agree with its full implementation is art. There are those who create art, but are using AI prompts and post it right away on the internet in order to gain the notoriety of being a good artist. There are sometimes very telling signs from this, and it honestly bothers me because the human element is being completely stripped away from the art. I get it. It's more simple, it takes less time, but there's certain things that make art. And I don't think we should be ignoring that. If you want to make something cool out of AI, go ahead and do that. That's fine. But don't boast it as your own. There are those artists out there who are creating things and they're manipulating their audience into thinking that they are doing this without AI. And I get it. That's problematic. But something that bothers me a whole lot more than that are artists publicly attacking other artists by making straight up baseless claims that someone is using AI in their artwork. Tearing down an artist's career by damaging their credibility is one of the worst things you can do to them. This was recently attempted by an artist right here on YouTube who has been nitpicking someone's work in some of the most petty ways I've seen. The victim of this attack was Kikoa. I recently made a really rough video talking about my process during her 2023 DTIYS. Don't go watch that. It was terrible. It's one of the worst yap sessions that I have dropped here on YouTube. Aside from that, I talk a lot about how I really enjoyed Kikoa's work and had fun attempting to recreate it in my own way. Little did I know, a few days before that, someone put up a video attacking the validity of her art with no factual evidence. This individual not only named her in the video, but went through loads of her art piece by piece, pointing out inconsistencies and perfections alike, boiling their accusation down to, this is something AI doesn't get right. So she must be using AI. So let me get this straight. Because Kikoa is bad at some things, her art is AI? Because certain aspects of the lighting in her art are bright, like AI, it must be AI? Because of stylistic representations of digital characters' clothing being inconsistent to the source material, it must be AI? This argument is ridiculous. The artist casting accusations is basically saying that because you don't do some things perfect, but you do other things too well, and don't follow the character's source,
you are therefore an AI artist. And yes, if you haven't noticed by now, I've chosen not to name this artist because, unlike them, my goal is not to attempt ruining their career with almost a 26-minute video. Not that I have the following for that, but this is about consideration. Is Kikoa using AI in her art? I can't say with absolute certainty that she isn't, but I can definitely say that I don't think so. If it turned out she was, even though I haven't mentioned the other artist's name here, I'd still issue a public apology because at this point I've called them out. It's about the principle. So why bring up a public apology? Why even talk about that? Well, because as of the writing of this, as of 10 days later from when this individual posted this, apparently in between having a whole baby, Kikoa herself was finally able to put out full time lapses of some of the work in question. And that artist, that shall not be named, hasn't rendered a single public apology. And as of recording this, we're like 17 days later, so this artist went ahead and attacked Kikoa's whole standing in the art community and hasn't said a word about it. They even celebrated, like, I don't know, hitting a certain milestone recently, and it's kind of got me looking real sideways at this. Like, you just in the habit of attacking people and then going on about your day, not saying a word? It's not a good look in my personal opinion. This is one of the most disrespectful things I've seen come from our community. We need to be better than this. Don't try to ruin someone's career just because you think they're using AI. The effort that you put in investigating Kikoa's art could be placed in studying Kikoa or someone else to better your own. It's sad when internet points have been put above creation. Also, mentioning in your pinned comment, which may or may not be read by all viewers, not to harass the very person you just finished harassing isn't any form of accountability. At this very moment, we don't know what Kikoa is suffering because of this video. Commission losses, freelancing opportunities. Kikoa has worked in both these aspects with her art, and we have no idea if this is being directly affected now because of a video accusing her of using AI. There are plenty of things on the business side of her art that could be in jeopardy. Think about these things before putting out a video attempting to defame people. Even if you have no ill intent, that doesn't mean it won't have consequences. To the self-designated internet art police, in all seriousness, I think you owe Kikoa a public apology. This video is damaging to her career. If you had concrete proof that Kikoa was utilizing AI while promoting herself as a no AI artist, that would be one thing. But as far as we can see, you don't. Please consider doing the right thing here. I'm sorry we had to have this conversation, guys, but it was long overdue. Guys, let's really try to be careful about how we're pointing this stuff out. Let's be better about this. Let's not destroy people's careers. We have no idea what this is actually doing to the artist in question. And like I said, I'm not gonna call out that other artist by name, although at this point I'm sure if you do some searches you could probably find them. To that artist, I have no ill will towards you. I'm gonna say it in the video, and I'm gonna also make sure I somehow throw it in the thumbnail a little bit at least, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to attack you. I am calling you out for your actions though. This isn't good. We shouldn't be doing this to other artists. If, like I said earlier, if Kikoa is using AI in their art, then I'll apologize to you. Hey, you called it out, great. You know, I'll be very upfront about that. If we get evidence, if there's a way that we can say, hey, it's really happening and you were right, I'll be very upfront about it. I'm just a small random duck throwing stuff on YouTube, but I just think that we gotta be better. With that being said, I'll see you soon.